Okay, so the digital world, it's moving incredibly fast, right? And everyone seems drawn to this idea of making money online. Today, we're going to really dive deep into two big areas: the affiliate marketing, which has been around a while, and then harnessing these like super powerful AI tools, specifically ChatGPT. Our mission basically is to get you up to speed fast, give you the real scoop, some surprising facts, practical tips, but just as crucial, maybe even more so, is knowing the dangers, how to spot the pitfalls and stay safe out there.
Yeah, it's really fascinating because you need that entrepreneurial drive, but you also need to be smart about it,
Yeah.
cautious, knowing the potential, but also the risks. That's what
Right.
gives you a solid foundation, to actually succeed long term.
Couldn't agree more. So let's start with affiliate marketing. It sounds simple enough, right? Links leading to livelihoods. At its core, yeah, you promote something, a product, a service, and if someone buys through your link, you get a cut, a commission. The system uses these unique affiliate links. They have special tracking codes.
Like a digital fingerprint, basically.
Exactly. A fingerprint. So the system knows the sale came from you. Imagine you're into fitness. You recommend a treadmill. Someone clicks your link, buys it, boom, you get paid. But here's where it gets, well, interesting. And maybe a bit surprising. Affiliate marketing can make you money, definitely. But it's absolutely not some, like, push-button magic money machine.
Oh, definitely not.
The real key isn't just finding a popular product. It's becoming like a trusted source for a very specific group of people. It takes active promotion, consistent effort. You've got to build a following that actually trusts what you say. And you need to show them products they genuinely need or want. Think of yourself less as a salesperson, more like an expert guide.
That's a really important distinction. And with that, trust comes, well, a lot of responsibility. Which brings us to, the downsides. What are the risks you absolutely need to watch out for? Okay, first off, one bad recommendation. It can seriously damage your credibility. Rebuilding that trust is incredibly hard.
Right, your reputation's on the line.
Exactly. Second, you have, zero control over the actual product or the service, or how the company treats the customers you sent them. If they mess up, you still look bad.
That's a big one.
Yeah. Third, and this happens, companies just don't pay their affiliates. So you have to screen who you partner with really carefully. Plus, you'll find tons of competition for the really good programs, the ones with great products and decent payouts. And finally, remember, the customer belongs to the merchant, not you. You see the sale, maybe, but you usually don't get their contact info. So no follow-up marketing from your end.
Okay, so that sounds a bit daunting. How do you actually navigate all that and, make it work?
The key seems to be strategy. Really research the affiliate programs first, check their payment terms, sure, but also hunt down reviews from other affiliates, see what their experience was.
Good point. Real-world feedback. Yeah. And I've found starting a blog can be super effective. It's a great way to gather followers, build that trust. You can do informational posts, how-to guides, lifestyle stuff, then weave in your links naturally. Oh, and you absolutely must follow the FTC rules on endorsements. Disclose your affiliate links clearly, especially if they're just in the text.
Non-negotiable. Transparency is key.
Right. And don't just rely on, say, social media or hoping Google finds you. Marketing is crucial. You need to understand who you're talking to, your target market, and actively promote to them. And lastly, keep an eye on what's working. Track your results. Don't be afraid to tweak things or even drop programs that just aren't performing.
So to put that into practice, where do you actually find these affiliate opportunities? There are loads of platforms, and they often specialize, like ClickBank. It's huge, very well known, especially for digital products, think e-books, courses, software. And the commissions can be really high, like 60, even 75% sometimes. Because, no physical product costs for the seller.
Wow, 75%.
Yeah. They have this thing called a gravity score. If you see a score over 100, that's generally a good sign. It means other affiliates are successfully selling that product. So there's demand, even if there's competition. ClickBank's pretty easy for beginners to get into. But the flip side is you might find more lower quality products mixed in. So you have to choose carefully to protect your own reputation.
Okay, makes sense. What else is out there?
Well, there's Udemy. As you probably know, they're all about online courses. Over 60,000 of them. They offer a pretty decent 25% commission, and the tracking cookie lasts for 7 days. It's reputable, but again, you'll find free courses or, frankly, mediocre ones alongside the really good stuff. Then you have VigLink. Their approach is kind of different, quite dynamic. It scans your content and automatically links product names to merchants like Amazon or Alibaba.
Oh, interesting. It does it for you.
Yeah, it identifies commercial terms, and then when someone clicks, it picks the merchant that offers like the best conversion rate and commission at that moment. Huge network. But the downside is commissions and referral windows can vary a lot. Another one is Warrior Plus. This is big in the internet marketing niche, mainly digital products again. Commissions are usually lower, maybe 5 to 20%. The big warning here, though, is there's a reputation for some lower quality stuff, and critically, if a customer gets a refund on a product you promoted, that commission can actually be clawed back from your PayPal.
Ouch. Okay, good to know.
Definitely. And finally, just briefly, there are CPA offers. That stands for cost per acquisition. Here you get paid not when someone buys, but just when they take an action, like entering their email for a free trial or getting an insurance quote. No sale needed.
Right. Okay. That's a great overview of the platforms. So let's say you've picked a platform, you have a niche. Content is obviously king, right? You absolutely need to get good at keyword research. That's how you get free organic traffic from Google to your blog or website. It directly impacts your ranking. Think about different types. Short tail keywords like just vegan, medium tail, maybe vegan diet recipes. But the real gold is often in the long tail keywords, things like how to adopt veganism or vegan recipes for fast weight loss. Those super specific phrases show someone knows exactly what they want, and they're great for building authority in your niche.
Exactly. High intent keywords.
So how do you find these keywords to start with, these seed keywords? Honestly, start with your own interests. What are you curious about? Then check out Amazon reviews for products in your niche. What language are people using? You might see phrases like simple vegan meals popping up. Look at Wikipedia articles. The table of contents for, say, the veganism page might have sections like foods to avoid, great starting point, and Facebook groups. See what questions people are actually asking in groups related to your topic. That's pure gold.
Real questions from real people.
Exactly. Once you have those starting ideas, then you use the tools. Google Keyword Planner is free, great for general SEO strategy. For more detailed info, premium tools like KW Finder are really powerful. They show you things like monthly search volume, how many people are searching, cost per click if you were running ads, the level of competition, and crucially, keyword difficulty, or KD. You generally want to aim for a KD below 50, especially when you're starting out. That's the sweet spot where you might actually rank.
Right. Lower competition is easier to break into.
Yeah. And these tools also show you who's already ranking, their domain authority, page authority, gives you an idea of what you're up against. Ultimately, though, it comes down to creating consistent, high-quality content on a website that's optimized for SEO. And you really need to make your content unique, stand out. It can feel like a crowded market out there sometimes.
For sure. Quality and uniqueness are vital.
Okay, great stuff on affiliate marketing. Let's shift gears now. Let's talk about AI, specifically ChatGPT, and how it's changing the game for online businesses. Think of it like having this super smart virtual assistant on call 24/7. It can seriously accelerate how you work and grow.
Yeah, but the first thing to get straight are the misconceptions. It's easy to think ChatGPT is, truly intelligent, like a thinking being. It's not. It's a very sophisticated statistical model. It's trained on vast amounts of text data to predict the next word in a sequence. It's designed to help humans, to augment our abilities, not replace us entirely.
So viewing it as a tool is key.
Absolutely. That's where you get the most value. See it as a very powerful tool to enhance what you do, not something to take over your thinking.
Right. And to use that tool effectively, you need to understand prompts, right? The instructions you give it.
Exactly. The quality of the output depends heavily on the quality of the input, the prompt. There are different ways to prompt. A zero-shot prompt is just a basic question, no examples, like, what is affiliate marketing? A one-shot prompt gives it one example to follow. Here's a product description, write another one like it for this product. Then there's few-shot prompting. This is where it gets more powerful. You give it multiple examples.
Okay, like give it more context.
Precisely. Say you want insights on beauty industry trends. You might feed it points like, Trend 1, more online shopping. Trend 2, demand for organic products. Trend 3, influencers are key. Then ask for more trends or analysis. And multi-shot prompting is basically having a conversation, refining the answers as you go back and forth.
So any tips for writing better prompts?
Yeah, definitely. Be really clear about your goal. What exactly do you want it to do? Try A/B testing different ways of asking. See what gets better results. Use punctuation and spacing clearly. Break down complex requests. And providing examples of the format or style you want is super helpful for the AI.
Makes sense. Guide the tool.
So connecting this to the bigger picture, the business applications are huge, really leveraging AI for efficiency and, strategic advantage. Think market research and strategy. ChatGPT can help spot profitable niches, analyze competitors. Like if you sell cybersecurity software, you could ask, what are my main competitors offering? What's their pricing? How do they market?
Wow.
It can help you understand your target audience, better demographics, what makes them tick. You could ask it to segment the audience for a new fitness app, for example. It could even help you pinpoint your unique value proposition, what makes you different. Maybe suggest features for your software company, like a unique drag-and-drop platform. And yeah, it can definitely assist with keyword research too, finding those long-tail keywords we talked about, maybe for logo design trends for startups.
Okay, so research and strategy covered. What about actually creating stuff?
Huge potential there. Content creation and online presence. It can generate well-researched, factual-sounding content, like product descriptions that highlight key benefits for an email tool, maybe boost open rates, improves click-throughs, better segmentation. It can help craft your brand story, come up with taglines like "Style with a Conscience" for a sustainable fashion brand. It can churn out all sorts of online content, social media posts, blog article outlines, even scripts for calls to action or asking for reviews.
Like an email asking for a review after someone buys.
Exactly. It can draft that for you. And it can help you figure out the best channels to reach specific people. Like for suburban moms, 40-60, planning retirement, maybe it suggests Facebook groups and email newsletters are best.
That's incredibly useful. What about the operational side?
Yep, business operations and customer service. It can help draft sections of a business plan, outlines, executive summaries, marketing plans, financial projections. It's great for automating repetitive tasks, summarizing long reports, managing basic emails, proofreading content, scheduling social media, even writing simple code snippets. Big productivity booster.
I can see that.
And in customer service, it can help answer common questions, maybe troubleshoot simple issues like why a shopping cart is empty. It can draft empathetic replies, personalize interactions based on past customer behavior. And beyond just ChatGPT itself, there are tools to help automate things further. APIs let it connect to other software. Browser extensions add its power to your workflow. And then platforms like ClickFunnels, which is known for being user-friendly, help build entire automated sales funnels using drag-and-drop interfaces. For scaling up, you get into concepts like load balancing and containerization with tools like Docker, making sure your automated systems can handle lots of activity smoothly.
So much potential there, and it sounds like it touches almost every part of the business. What does this mean for broader growth?
Well, it can even help with things like hiring, drafting job descriptions, doing an initial screen of resumes based on keywords.
It can assist in finding potential investors for raising capital, even help craft those initial outreach messages.
And for tracking progress, it can help analyze data on revenue, customer acquisition costs, operational efficiency, making sure you're using those smart KPI-specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time-bound goals effectively.
It really does sound like a secret weapon.
It can be. But, and this is a big but, you always need human oversight. Remember, it's a statistical model trained on data.
Yeah.
It doesn't reason. It can be wrong. It can reflect biases in its training data. So human judgment, critical thinking, knowing when to double-check or get an actual human expert's opinion, still absolutely essential.
That's a crucial point. Don't just blindly trust the output.
Never. And that leads to another vital point, data privacy and security. When you feed information into AI tools, especially sensitive business or customer data, you need to be incredibly careful. You could inadvertently expose confidential information. So having robust risk assessments, clear data handling policies, employee training, and a plan for what to do if something goes wrong, that's paramount.
Okay, really important warnings there. So we've talked about the exciting opportunities, the tools. Now let's flip the coin. Because while the digital world is full of potential, it's also, unfortunately, full of risks. Specifically, online scams. This next part is all about protecting yourself.
Yeah, and what's really interesting, or maybe scary, about scams is often how subtle they can be. But there are definite red flags, clues you can learn to spot. A big one is manufactured urgency. Scammers want to rush you, stop you from thinking clearly. That's their main weapon. Beyond that, look out for vague contact details, a P.O. box instead of a real address, a premium rate phone number like starting 09, or just no way to actually contact them properly. Be suspicious.
Right. Legitimate businesses want you to be able to reach them.
Exactly. Another red flag, if they ask you to keep the deal secret. Don't tell your family, your friends, your financial advisor. Why? Because those people might spot the scam. Obvious one. Offers that are just too good to be true. Huge returns, guaranteed wins, can't miss, deals with little risk. Yeah, probably a scam. Also, watch for sloppy communication. Emails or messages just littered with spelling and grammar mistakes. A legitimate company usually has better quality control.
That's a classic sign.
It is. Scammers also work hard to gain your trust. They might impersonate your bank, the government, maybe even pretend to be a family member in trouble. Building that false rapport is key for them. Be super wary of demands for immediate action, especially from unsolicited messages. Click this link now. Call this number immediately. Log in here to fix a problem. Those links often go to fake login pages designed to steal your details.
Phishing, basically.
Precisely. And one more. Overpayment scams. Someone accidentally sends you a check for too much money for something you sold, then asks you to wire back the difference. The original check is fake, and you lose the money you sent.
Okay, those are good general flags. Are there specific types of scams that are really common right now?
Oh, yeah. Bitcoin and cryptocurrency scams are everywhere. They lure you into investing in fake companies or worthless digital coins, often called initial coin offerings or ICOs. They promise huge returns, but you just lose your money and often your personal info too. Then there are fine print scams. We all skip reading the long terms and conditions, right?
Guilty.
We all are. Scammers rely on that, hiding really bad clauses deep inside. Fake debt help is another nasty one. Companies promise to quickly solve your debt problems, but first you have to pay a big upfront fee. Then they disappear or do nothing useful. And prize scams. You get a message saying you've won a lottery or contest you never even entered, but to claim your prize, you need to pay a fee, processing, shipping, taxes, whatever excuse they use.
Right. And real contests don't ask for money up front.
Never. Legitimate contests don't require payment to receive a prize. And if taxes are due, you pay them directly to the government, not the contest organizer. If you didn't enter, you didn't win. Simple as that.
So, knowing the red flags and types is one thing. What are the practical steps we can all take to stay safer online?
It really comes down to developing a habit of vigilance, like a default setting of being careful. First, always do your homework. Before you buy from or engage with a new website or company, search for reviews. Look for independent feedback. Be wary of websites that look thin, stock photos everywhere, poorly written text, not much detail about the products, huge discounts compared to everyone else, or selling items that are sold out everywhere. Those can be warning signs too.
Trust your gut if a site feels off.
Absolutely. Second, be incredibly careful how you send money. Never give out your bank details unnecessarily. Avoid prepaying for services from unfamiliar providers and wire transfers. Very risky for unsolicited offers, as it's almost impossible to get your money back. Third, and this is a big one for online shopping, use credit cards whenever possible.
Why credit cards specifically?
Better fraud protection. Under regulations like the Fair Credit Billing Act in the U.S., you can dispute unauthorized charges or charges for goods that never arrived or were damaged. You can often get a chargeback. Debit cards don't offer that same level of protection. And definitely avoid paying with virtual currencies like Bitcoin for everyday purchases unless you really know what you're doing and trust the seller completely.
Yeah.
If you get scammed, getting that crypto back is highly unlikely.
Good tip about credit cards. What else?
If you get an email or text that looks like it's from your bank or Amazon or whoever, don't click the links in the message. Independently verify it. Open a new browser window, Google the company's official website or customer service number, and log in or call them directly that way.
Don't trust the link in the message itself.
Never. Always go direct.
Fifth,
Enable two-factor authentication, 2FA, everywhere you can, especially for your bank accounts and your primary email. That extra layer of security makes a huge difference. And finally, just be realistic. Use your common sense. If something sounds way too good to be true,
it probably is.
It almost certainly is. Your gut feeling is often your best first defense. Listen to it.
Fantastic advice. So we've really covered a lot today. It's been this dual journey, hasn't it? Exploring the exciting frontiers of making money online with affiliate marketing and AI, but also mapping out the crucial landscape of staying safe, avoiding those scams. It really feels like you need both sides of that coin, ambition and vigilance.
Indeed. That's the core message, really. Real success online isn't just about chasing opportunities or using the latest cool tool. It's about combining that drive with, a sharp mind, critical thinking, and having really robust personal security habits. Because knowledge is great, but it's only truly valuable when you understand it and actually apply it.
So the question for you listening is, how will you use these insights? How will you leverage the opportunities, but also build those safeguards? How will you make sure your pursuit of progress online is matched by really powerful protection?